Hello everyone, my name is Elle and welcome to my channel. Today I have the first update for my Rainbow Pride project pan. So this started as a collab between a couple of other YouTubers and a bunch of other project panners jumped on this as well. But I will have Hala and Mimi's channels linked in my description box because they are the people who started it. And so I want to give credit where credit is due. I did not come up with this idea, but I thought it was fantastic. So I will have my intro linked down there as well, where I go through all of the different categories because this project involved 8 different categories, 8 different colors based on the original Pride flag design. And I just wanted to mention at the beginning of my video that a couple of weeks ago the creator of the Pride flag actually passed away, Gilbert Baker, and I just wanted to acknowledge his passing. May he rest in peace. This update is dedicated to him. So the first product I have is from Nivea, and this is the lip butter. It's Raspberry Rosé Kiss. So I have quite a bit of progress on this lip balm. I have not hit pan on the container yet, but I am slowly but surely getting there. This is a pretty heavy duty lip balm and it's been great moisturizing my lips. The next product is an eyeshadow from the Modern Renaissance palette. I chose Red Ochre. So there's quite a bit of pan on this palette because I'm working on it within my project pan porn. Red Ochre has a pretty good dip that's forming, but I have not hit pan on it yet, but I am diligently working away on it. I find that this particular formula is really easy to hit pan on, so I don't expect it's going to take much longer until I hit pan on Red Ochre. Definitely by my next update, that is going to be my goal. You might even see pan on this if you watch my Project Pan Porn update. Next, I have the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Fierce and Tangy. So I actually added a little bit of oil to this to try and loosen it up because it was really impossible to use. The oil seems to have helped. It's very pigmented. I've been trying to use it a little bit. I've been wearing more crazy colors because of the Mi Vida Loca palette, as well as some of the orangey reddish shades in the Modern Renaissance palette. So I haven't used this a whole lot, but I've used it a little bit, and like I said in my intro, my goal is not necessarily to finish this, but just to get as much use out of it as possible because it's such an old product. I believe it's like 5 years old or something like that. So whatever its status at the end of this project, it's going to be time to let it go. So I want to give it as much love as I possibly can. The next product I actually finished, and this is the Stila Smudge Stick in Canary. This is was a yellow eyeliner. So there was quite a bit of product in here. However, I wasn't just using it as a traditional eyeliner, although I did do that a couple of times. I use this as a base for yellow eyeshadows or like yellow-ish eyeshadows. I used it in a couple of videos. There's a video I did where I just had all yellow all over my lid. I use this as a base, and then when I had like a sunset eye, because I had yellow in like the inner corner, I did use this as a base all over, and it's really easy to go through when you use it that way, when you use it as a base. I found that this really helped yellow shadows pop, and there's 2 yellow shadows in the Mi Vida Loca palette. I will show you that palette in a couple seconds because it's also included in this project. But the shade Fran is a very bright yellow and it just needs a little extra help, and this really did help a lot. So I really love the smudge sticks. I think this particular color is being discontinued now. I do have another yellow eyeliner that I'm going to try out and see if it works just as well as this one, but I love the smudge sticks. They're some of my favorites because I find them are really easy to use and to apply. You can smudge them, but then they also stay in place. You can use them all over your lid or just in little precise places. They're just some of the best formula eyeliners I've ever used. So I have a few of these and I definitely buy more in the future. Next, I have a green concealer from NYX, and I've actually hit pan on this, or hit the container because there's no real pan, but I have used this quite a bit. I use this every single day. I use it on the psoriasis spot on my forehead as well as a few other places around my face to help conceal redness It's not the greatest concealer. I definitely have my eye on another one after this one is over, but it does the trick. It does work. I think that if you had a spot that was easier to cover, just like a little pimple or like acne scarring, it works really well. Like I have a little bit of scarring on my chin and that covers it perfectly, but because I have so much redness but also dry skin because of psoriasis on my forehead, it doesn't cover that as well. So I want to try something that's not as stiff and something that's a little bit creamier for that particular spot. Next is the Sephora V for Volume Mascara in Turquoise. This is a great mascara. I've used this so much. I don't think I'm going to have any problem finishing this by the time this project is over. I did run it through my brows a little bit today and it's on my lower lashes because I just wanted to add a little bit something to it. And I do try and incorporate at least some of my project items in the update video because it just makes sense. So I've been really enjoying using this. Little tip or hint, if you have a problem with colored mascaras, see if you can get your hands on one of those white lash primers. Oftentimes you can get them as like deluxe size samples for like trading in points, or sometimes they come in like little gift sets from Sephora. If you have a problem with getting like colored mascaras to show up, then a white base will help with that. So I've done that sometimes because sometimes I find like this doesn't show up as pigmented as I want it to. So just if you happen to have a white lash primer or you have a few colored mascaras that you're struggling with, that might help you. The next thing is the Mi Vida Loca palette, or specifically one eyeshadow within this palette, the eyeshadow Echo. So I really haven't used this a whole lot. This palette, there's so many colors in here. It's in my project Panporn and I've been using this so much, but I feel like I haven't really made a lot of progress, but that's because I've been using like all of the shadows as opposed to just focusing on like a couple of them. So Echo I've tried to use a few times. It's glittery though, but it's glitter and not shimmer. I feel like if it was a shimmery shadow, I would be able to use it a lot easier. It's because of the glitter in it that makes it a little bit of a pain to use because the glitter doesn't really show up that well, but then the causes all kinds of problems. It's just a tricky shadow. So I'd like to try and hit pan on this, and I think I can get there. I think I can. So I'm just going to keep working away. And lastly, I have Over the Moon, which is a cream highlighter from ColourPop, and I have hit pan on this guy. It really did not take a lot of time because this particular formula from ColourPop is ridiculously easy to hit pan on. It does seem to be a lot harder to finish up, but I accomplished my goal, so I'm going to continue to work on this and see how much progress I can make. This is such a beautiful, unique highlighter, and it's the kind of thing that when you wear, people notice and they ask you about it. Like anyone who's even just somewhat into makeup, they see you with this highlighter on and they're asking you what it is because they want it in their life. Like it's just that cool. So I am wearing it on my cheeks right now. I love it. It's just, I love getting compliments on my makeup and I love wearing things that are different, and I just don't come across a lot of people that wear this highlight, and for some people it might be too weird, but that's why I love it. So I've been having a lot of fun wearing this. It's not very versatile, so it's hard to combine with other things, like some other things that I'm panning, but it's just such a standout on its own, and when you layer it with something from like the Kat Von D Alchemist palette or even like the Becca Prismatic Amethyst, you can get a really cool effect. Okay, so that is everything for my Rainbow Pride Project Pan update. Very little progress. I finished one thing, but I have hit pan on a couple of other products, and I do have a lot of challenges going on right now, so I am pretty happy with the progress that I have so far. I think that I'm doing really well, and I am managing to accomplish all of my goals, and that's something that I'm very proud of. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.